Alright, we'll continue tomorrow. No, except you. You stay. I said what I said. Yes, now sit down. Alright now, mind explaining what nonsense you had in mind today? Don't act like I don't know what you're talking about, mister. Not only were you distracting the class today, but you were also on your phone the entire time. If it were an emergency, you can tell me, but you didn't. And why is that? I think I made the rules in this class very clear for everyone. Where do you think you are? Grade school? You're already in college, but you still maintain that behavior as an adult. It's disappointing, really. I can't deny you're doing well in your studies. Your records are very valid. However, that's no excuse to act like that in my class. We're both adults here, and I'm sure you quite understand how things go here in college. Look, I just want you to consistently do well in class. That's all I ask. I expected at least a sense of respect and behavior in students like you. I never would have thought that you're still just a boy. Oh, you say you're a man? I digress. Your nature speaks for itself. Have some decency in front of your professor. You're sorry? I don't believe you. Your foot is constantly jittering, boy. Anyway, I'm not going to leave, and neither are you unless you admit to what you are doing is wrong and disrespectful. There's a time and a place for everything. Do whatever reflection you want on your chair. I'll be at my table. And how does sitting in the front row help you exactly? Fine. Don't disturb me unless you're ready to apologize. Look, if you want to end this quicker than you want to, you just have to explain to me why you're acting this way today. Bad behavior shouldn't be tolerated on any occasion. Yes, even at work. Oh, now you're asking questions, is it? What do you mean? Of course it stresses me out. These days, working is just really hard. Making ends meet is more difficult than ever. Economy as we know it is. I shouldn't be delving too much about it. But to answer your question, yes. So you're saying that your insanity is what's causing all this? No? Oh, you don't know? If you're still undecided on what to do after you graduate, why not try counseling? Highly recommend it, really. So, anyway, what other reasons are you posing as to why you're so pent up? Body language speaks, you know? Oh, you broke up with someone? I don't want to pry, but shouldn't you be telling this to your friends and not me? I see. Well, if you don't mind sharing, then I promise everything that happens here until I let you leave this classroom will remain between us. Yes, I'm all ears. Okay. So it's not a relationship? Well, your ability to actually flirt certainly needs some improvement. I'm not kidding. My first boyfriend was smooth to swoon me, but ended in disaster. Enough about me. Oh, so you're saying you do know how to flirt? Is that so? Well, why don't you try it? Who else? Do you see anyone else in this room? Please, guys like you have so much to learn. How about a pickup line then? Alright, that's not half bad. I suppose this won't be too cumbersome. I am your professor, after all. It is my duty to teach you things you ought to want to learn for the future. When flirting, you should be mindful of your date. For example, if you're dating a slightly younger individual, try not to ask too many personal questions. You want her to have a good time and correlate things with what you both like. For slightly older women, such as myself, try not to let them think about work or any occupation. Trust me, work is the last thing people want to worry about when they're on a date. It's also the least thing you want to talk about. If only I could offer a massage. That's just my stress speaking. Don't mind it. Yeah, no, I'm not letting you do that. Anyway, where were we? Right, flirting. Facial expression should also count. I'm pretty sure you're well aware that you shouldn't look stupid when hitting your shot. Now that I look at you, your arms are pretty big, so I figured you're physically fit. What? Quit staring. That's basically how you usually should do. Make the other person feel better at themselves, for goodness sake. It's hard finding a person who compliments you at the same time flatters you, you know? Flattery won't get you anywhere if it's me, you know? Wait, you really mean it? I mean, the other students have yet to express their gratitude, but... So, do all of them really think I'm doing my job well? When did you hear of this? I see. I can't believe I'm saying this, but thank you. It makes me feel reassured that at least I'm able to do what I should be doing. Yes, I take care of myself quite well. I don't think I need to ask you the same question. Your physique tells everything I need to know about your physical health. Now, back to the topic. It seems your issue right now is quite self-explained. I understand, but please, try to control yourself when in class. I know you're not the only one who is having a hard time, but don't hesitate to ever call my attention if you want to leave for some fresh air. If you manage to behave yourself in the next class, then how about I give you a reward? Yes, of course. I might be strict, but there are times I can become generous. Generosity is best served, after all. What rewards? Well, if I tell you what it is, then it won't be a surprise anymore. Where's the fun in that? Good. You've caught up to it. I'm not the one to lie when I say you have a cute and handsome face. Genetically speaking, you have younger siblings, I assume. I see. No, that's just me blabbering. Me? Yes, I have siblings. Why do you ask? So you easily assume I'm the most beautiful among them right off the bat? I can't blame you for that statement since it's true. Of course. They can't hand a candle to... I see where you're heading towards this. Don't think you won me over. It's cute, though. How you attempt to swoon me with words I've already heard before. Oh, you want to swoon me with more than just words? Very bold of you. We're in a classroom right now. I don't think it's ethically correct that our student-teacher relationship should play out in this kind of environment. You're over there denying your flustered posture while I'm over here relaxing on my chair. Tell me, who's winning? Who? That's cute of you to think that. Well then, why don't you tell me? When was the last time you actually looked me directly in the eyes? Being close to you, just a few centimeters away, does it not excite you? You're pretty bold. You know that? If you continue that kind of behavior outside the classroom, then you'll get yourself a date easily. Me? That's quite an assumption. Are you saying that I'm too busy to not be able to see someone? That's at least one thing you got correct today. But we can easily fix that, can't we? Your courageousness amuses me. Or is it just arrogance? Or just mere desire? Being all playful like that. You may know how to push your buttons. But do you know how to push mine? A guy like yourself has a lot to learn. But don't worry. That's why I'm here, aren't I? I'll make sure you know every bit of detail you need to know. By the time that comes, there'll be no holding back. My, you're all red now, aren't you? That's cute coming from someone who's bold enough to actually flatter a lady. For a handsome face, you're not that bad. But then again, I'm not going to excuse your behavior from earlier. Well then, I suppose this is where we end our little chit-chat of ours, don't you think? As much as I'd love to stay further and talk, I'm sure you have a lot of things to take care of. However, try and contain yourself in our next lecture, and I'll gently give you your reward after class. Do we have a deal? Firm hands. Oh, nothing. If you heard it, then why even ask? Entertain me more the next time we meet, why don't you? Sure, and don't forget to do your assignment, alright? Oh, I figured I already gave you an assignment. Oh well, you'll know what to submit on our lecture by then. See you soon then. I'm looking forward to your improvements.